So guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm out today in hope for some owl species. Had a report from a friend that there's 4 short-eared owls here hunting. Haven't seen a short-eared owl yet in Canada, so really hoping today we may get lucky. I'm back at a spot which I've been to before many times. The vlog I did with the long-eared owls, they're also here with the Harrier and also the resident red-tailed hawk, Cooper's hawk, etc. But I was loath to come back here because of the busyness of it. But the lure of the short-eared owl has got me for a bit anyway. So I'm going to spend the day here hoping to get lucky with some shorties. No guarantees, obviously. We've had quite a bit of snow on the ground, as you can see. Today it's due to be quite a nice day and it's going to get relatively warm. I guess it's about 2-3 degrees, so the snow will probably melt. They're probably in need of food because obviously the ground's been covered with snow, so hopefully today we'll see plenty of action. It's great to be here, guys. You know, there's a lure of the shorties, maybe the Harrier, maybe anything else could turn up. They get snowy owls here as well, so who knows, could be lucky to get one of those today, but I very much doubt it. But and hopefully I'll push on to the evening as well, and maybe we'll get lucky with a long-eared owl coming out to hunt maybe towards dusk. But hopefully it'll be a great day and we'll have a smashing successful photography session here. So guys, just set up in a nice little location along a little gully here where I've seen the Harrier hunting before. Already I've spied about 6 photographers and it's only about 20 to 8. So I guess the lure of the shorties is also pulling other people in, which is fair enough. They're such a fantastic owl to watch hunt. Especially if there's 4 here and especially if they're particularly hungry. The ground isn't too bad at the moment. Having a look up through this little gully here, the ground there is not totally covered, so there is sufficient ground there for the birds to hunt in, so it's not completely immersed in snow, which is really quite nice, because that's the fear really. Although the snow is a great thing to have in your images, doesn't really help the owls much when they're having to hunt in the deep snow. Obviously they really are hungry at this time of year. It's particularly cold and they can't really feed as they'd like, so hoping they get out today and hunt and hopefully don't get disturbed too much, but we'll see how we get on. You know, I'm here for the full day. If I decide that I've had enough, then I can just head home, but I'm just going to enjoy it, enjoy the owls, and hopefully we'll get lucky. So guys, there's about 14 photographers so far, so quite a few. All around at various points within the park. Seen the Harrier quite a few times already hunting around, and I've seen the red tails, as I said before, flying around doing their thing. It's really good to see the birds already. Absolutely chuffed to bits, but it's just started to snow now, so I'm just going to get my gear all protected there because it's coming down quite hard. But yeah, awesome. So guys, I think you can see I've got a new cover on today. This is cover from Tragopan, which is the Arctic White Snow cover, which is really, really good. Very, very well made. Really, really good. I thought I'd put it on, give it a go. It's certainly ideal in this sort of environment where it blends in a little bit more. And it's not always about trying to camouflage your kit. It's really all about protecting your kit. And there's no point in having a bright orange cover on your camera and get it protected. You may as well have a cover that's either camouflaged, as in sort of forest pattern, digital camo like the military use, or white like this, or desert, something along those lines that blends in with your environment. There's very little point in having a camera with a bright cover on it, so it may as well be white or whatever you're working in. So yeah, really nice cover. It's got as you can see there, it's got 2 flaps there, so you can undo those flaps and use manual focus. Really, really nice, well made, job done. So yeah, nice to put that on. Took me a while to get the old one off, but now I've got this on. This will remain on for the winter, and then I'll change back in this spring. But yeah, really, really nice, really well made, and yeah, nice to keep the kit protected. So guys, I've already got the 2 red-tailed hawks here already, and the Harriers also hunting quite close to me, over towards that mound over there. So fantastic to see it already. Just saw its white rump. I heard rumours that one of the Harriers got killed by a dog, which is pretty bad. I'm not sure how that happened, probably because it's a roosts sometimes in the undergrowth. Maybe a dog caught it, don't know, but pretty bad news. But I'm hoping this is the Harrier that I've been following for the last few months. It's great to see her just gliding over the snowbank there. Absolutely fantastic. The light is obviously shocking at the moment. Oh, in fact, I can see another red-tailed hawk just coming through. Lovely, better get back to it. So guys, we just had the Harrier do a lovely flyby. Totally missed the shot, sadly, but it was great to see it just come past. I could almost hear it glide just over the back. It wouldn't have been a great shot, really bad backdrop, but still, it was lovely to see it. Just coming along, just as it does. Lovely glide. No wind today, which is great because it's quite cold, and that wind chill would be bumped right up. But fantastic to see it, really is. I'm here on my own actually in this little spot, which is quite nice. Hopefully it'll stay that way. I've got a friend coming to meet me in a moment, just to have a chat. So nice to catch up with him, see what he's been up to. Yeah, it's just got the full day here, so we've got at least sort of 8 hours, I guess. So I'm hoping to get lucky today to see at least an owl hunting, and maybe a nice close encounters with those northern harriers. But yeah, it's just nice to be here really. In this sort of snowy environment, minus the city backdrop. Just trying to hide myself down here amongst the grasses to get away from the noise and get away from that sort of view over there. Yeah, fantastic. Really nice to see it. As I said before, it's not always about the image. Sometimes it's nice just to see them with your own eyes. And I'm looking forward to it as well because the weather's supposed to be getting quite nice today. Temperature's coming up, as I said, and we should have a bit of blue sky today. Hopefully it'll bring those birds out as well for a bit of hunting. But yeah, fantastic. Really love being here already. I'm really hoping to get some owls. Really, that would be fantastic. But we'll have to wait and see. So guys, I'm using a new vlogging camera today. I purchased the Osmo Pocket 3 Creator Combo. My GoPro, sadly, battery was freezing. I had lots of situations where the video would play and record, then it would freeze, but the audio would continue. I can't get any original batteries. It's really struggling now. So decided to splash out and buy a new vlogging cam. So I hope you guys enjoying this new video. I'm shooting today at 4K 30. I'm not actually sure if that's going to be decent. I don't know. It's the first time I've actually tried it. Read some reviews. It's got the old face tracking, so I can move my head around and it'll follow my head, which is really good. I say it'll do 4K 120 as well, and it'll also do 4K 60. Good battery life, nice and lightweight, good gimbal on it, stabilization and all that sort of stuff. So I'm hoping it might make a difference to my videos. We shall see, but it seems pretty good so far. And I've got the little mic there as well, which obviously talks to the Osmo Pocket 3. So I'm no longer using the Rode system, but I've got the GoPro as a backup if needed. So I hope you're enjoying the new type of video. I don't think you'd probably be able to notice any difference, to be fair, but I usually shoot in 4K 60, this is 4K 30, but I'm really liking the reviews and some of the other vloggers using them, so I'm hoping that's going to make a difference as well. But gone a bit quiet now, just biding my time. I'm thankfully well away from everybody else. I'm just going to stick myself here. It's currently where I am. I've got a nice gully system through here, which would be great for the birds to hunt. The Harrier likes it along this railway line here, and it likes all the way up to that mound as well, and I've seen it there again this morning quite a few times. It's probably the bit that's furthest out the way from people. I get the odd person walking by, but apart from that, yeah, it's I'm left to my own devices here, which is quite nice. So I'm not going to start walking around the whole park. I'm going to mooch around a bit more later on, but for the moment I'm just going to sit tight, sit here, got a good outlook. There's a possibility that I could get lucky, and then maybe I'll move on a little bit later. So yeah, really good. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos I've done so far from Canada. As I said before, thanks very much indeed to everybody, and I have got lots more coming up as well. So right, I'm going to shut up now, get back to it, and hopefully we get that Harrier. bit of an update. At the moment we've had the short-eared owl come through, seen 2, lots of red-tailed hawk, seen in 2 American kestrels, male and female. Sadly, at the moment, not that many pictures. So bit of a shame, but it is only just gone 10:30, so we've still got the rest of the day. The long-eareds are still about as well, obviously heavily roosted up at the moment. Just come into a little coniferous area here, just have a little look through, see if I can see any roosting. But at the moment, really thin on the ground in regards to any sort of images. Got a couple shots of the shorty overhead, and I got a bit of video at distance. But really hoping things pick up. It's been quite quiet on the bird front, so yeah, hopeful that it'll get better throughout the day. Still got at least 6 or 7 hours, so anything could happen. But just going to head off into the forest now, see if I can see any long-eareds resting up. So guys, just come along into the copse area. I was hoping to see one of the long-eareds, and I just bumped into a guy called Mike, who's from Niagara area, who follows the channel, and just kindly gave me a few pointers where the long-eareds were. And we've got 7 long-eared owls at the moment in one tree. Quite heavily obscured by the fir, and it's through into the copse here. And as you can see, I've got a fence all the way along, and this has been put in by the Parks Authority to stop photographers, dog walkers and things like that going in and flushing the birds, which is great. So we're staying right here, right behind the fence, and I can just about see one of the long-eareds through, just looking to its right, and there's some just a little bit further down. You can just make out the mottledness of the feathers, but fantastic. So thanks, Mike, for showing me where they are. Absolutely awesome. So I managed to get a couple of shots just through, just to show you, and a little bit of video too. And there's a red-tailed hawk which is just nearby, that's just keeping an eye on things, with lots and lots of starlings around as well. So there's obviously a bit of a food source here for other birds as well. And I saw a Cooper's hawk going over as well. So fantastic to see the long-eareds. I've seen 3 in there, but there's another 4 apparently. Just fingers crossed, guys, that it gets a little bit better and this light lifts and it comes out, the sun comes out a bit later on. Might encourage them to come out and feed a bit more. But yeah, fantastic. Great to see the long-eareds again. Absolutely awesome. So guys, massive flocks of starlings in here. If you can't hear that, I mean, it's amazing. It's such a group of them, all feeding on the seed heads in here. I saw a Cooper's hawk going around the back just moments ago. So obviously with the prey source here, it's not only vole rich, but it's also full of things like starlings. And obviously a lot of birds of prey species will obviously target those for predation. So yeah, amazing. Beautiful birds, and I think really underrated, but amazing. Just to see if I can get some shots now. So guys, as you can see in here, this is absolutely jam-packed with like teasels. Amazing. There's loads and loads and loads in here. I've just seen 2 or 3 voles just going through. So yeah, it's been real fun so far. I mean, I've seen 2 long-eared, but there's 7 in there. I've seen 1 short-eared owl, lots of red-tailed hawks, loads of voles, loads of chickadees, loads of starlings, loads of northern cardinals, which has been lovely, feeding on some of the seed heads of some of the trees. Absolutely fantastic. So I've just come back to this opened area here, as you can see, which is going to be pretty good for birds of prey to hunt in. Tomorrow expecting a hell of a lot of snow, so I'm hoping the birds have got a bit of foresight there. Maybe they know the weather's coming in, that they're going to come out and hunt quite a bit before they go to roost. Because obviously, bearing in mind with the snow cover, it does make hunting that much more difficult for them. Also, I've got to say, we've obviously seen the northern harrier here today as well, and there's been 3 northern harriers, 2 females and 1 sub-adult, and apparently one's got an injured leg, and it's been captured and it's been treated at the local bird sanctuary. So that's great news. Hopefully that bird will be fully recovered. But yeah, awesome. No wind today. It's not actually that cold, but there's loads going on. Just not enough airborne owls at the moment, which I was really hoping for, but the day is not out yet. It's not even lunchtime. So fingers crossed, guys, we get lucky a bit later on. So guys, just had an amazing time here with the northern harrier. Came into the reeds here, went in, was just laying up, probably with a kill, just chilling out in there for probably about 20 minutes. And then it got airborne, and then it went down in the reeds again. And then it went off and it did a bit of a circuit around, and then it went off away to hunt. But absolutely fantastic. Got some lovely shots, hopefully against a slightly snowy hill with a little bit of the brown grass there, so it should make some nice images. Got a few of it actually hovering and then quartering and then going down, wings folded. So yeah, a nice bit of behaviour there, which is really, really good. And I met some really, really nice photographers too today. Loads of guys, really, really nice. Peter, Dean, Joe, loads of other guys, you know, really, really nice, very like-minded, very ethically sound too. So really good to chat to those guys, gain a bit of knowledge as well about the local area and what's around. So it's really good to see those guys as well. And if you do watch this, guys, thanks very much indeed. Really good to meet you all. But now back on my own a bit, just going to have a little wander around, see if I can catch up with that harrier. Just had a few shots of the American kestrel as well, which I didn't know was still here. So the American kestrel was sadly on top of a lamppost, which doesn't make for the ideal picture, and same with the video, but still, what a beautiful bird. It's been hunting off the top of the post straight down onto a vole. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. So really, really good, really, really pleased. It's been a cracking morning so far, and especially to meet some like-minded local photographers here as well. So anyway, guys, back to it. Hopefully we'll have a great afternoon and we may get some flying shorty action, all being well. So guys, just had the most amazing experience ever with the female northern harrier. Most photographers went one way, I went another, just to see if I could get a picture of the kestrel, and I saw the harrier go down on a kill, went down on the kill, and then I went up along a path just to see if I could see it. It was just at the base of a bank, and there it was, happily feeding on a vole. I got within, gosh, I mean, it's not all about how close you get to a subject to get that big frame filler, and it wasn't a frame filler, but I was probably about 20-25 feet away, and the harrier was there. It sat on the prey for a while, didn't really do much, just eyeballed me, and then it was happy, I stayed where I was, got down low a bit to get some low shots, some high shots, moved along because some of the foliage was obscuring the bird's face. Got some really, really nice shots of it feeding there. Absolutely fantastic. That's just, I was shaking like mad. Not only because I was holding the camera up for long periods of time because I did a bit of video, but also just the adrenaline flowing through me really, because it was just amazing to see. So hope you really enjoy that footage, guys, and hopefully some of the stills will do it justice. But for me, yeah, I've got the rest of the afternoon to go, but my God, I think for me that's kind of like the icing on the cake today. Absolutely fantastic, and it's great that I brought you guys along to see it too. But anyway, back to it. Hopefully an owl species would be great now. I think I've really gone to town on the Harrier, so it'd be nice now to get some shorty close encounters if possible. So guys, obviously I'm shooting today, it's quite overcast, and one of the things to bear in mind as well when shooting when there's snow on the ground as well is to slightly overexpose your image. Now today I've been varying my exposure really of exposure compensation with 1 to 2 up to 3 stops overexposure, depending on the light levels as they change. But shooting in that snow, obviously a lot of the time the metering system tries to turn the snow, the white colour of the snow to grey. So it's good to overexpose that image a little bit, just being mindful of your highlights as well as the background sky, etc. It can really blow that out, but it's been working quite well on the histogram. I've been getting a nice like mountain range in the middle, really quite good exposure. But it's something to bear in mind really if you shoot normally and you suddenly underexpose your image, and it can be really dark and obviously you lose all the detail. It's slightly easier to recover some of the detail in the highlights as well as ones that are obviously underexposed. But just a little thing there, can change obviously. Just make sure you keep on top of just changing your settings, just doing a few test shots, having a look at the histogram, look at the live view, all that sort of stuff, just to make sure that when you're in that position and that bird comes through or that animal, then you're going to get a great shot, because you may only get that one chance to get anything decent. So it's just putting you in the best possible position to nail that shot, because you may only have that split second and then the subject's gone. So just a little tip there really, obviously shooting as low as ISO as possible. When you increase your exposure compensation, obviously then your ISO goes up. So just things like that just to bear in mind. But just having a bit of spot of lunch, hoping the owls will be out this afternoon. But I didn't realise the time, it's pushed on quite late after lunch, but I'm hoping we're going to get to see some shorty action shortly, all being well. So guys, just having a quick look over here, trying to find out where the Harrier had that kill. Now it's gone. Can't see much blood and stuff here. I think it was... Usually there's a bit of evidence behind there. I can't see anything here. I can't locate it anywhere, but it's down here somewhere. Just trying to see if I can see any remains and remnants of it, what it fed on, but I think it definitely was some sort of vole, mice. But still, fantastic encounter. Absolutely over the moon. What a great start to 2024 with the closest ever Harrier experience, and to get a few images well in the bag, amazing. But yeah, let's see if we can continue this streak and hopefully get some hunting owls. As I said, I've seen the shorty out hunting, but unfortunately no decent shots yet. But this time, and we'll see how we go. So we've just got a red-tailed hawk that's just come in quite close. Just basically hunting from a nearby vantage point. Lovely to see them. You get real close to the hawks here. It's really, really nice. They sort of tolerate you from a certain distance and then off they go. But yeah, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So I've just come back to like one of the local little ponds here, and it's got a thick layer of ice going across the top, and it's also got a layer of snow, and you can see where a coyote has gone across the ice to the other side, probably laying up in the reeds there. Apparently there's an absolutely gorgeous male, or shall I say handsome male here, and I've spoke to one of the local photographers, Peter, and he's got an amazing picture of the coyote, and he's got such a beautiful coat. It would be great to see one of those today, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. But that would really, really be good, and I'm hoping to stay until it gets pretty dark, so there may be a possibility of something coming out, but chances are pretty remote. They don't get spotted here all the time, but they are resident here. I guess it's just dependent on how busy it is, and you know, if they need to come out and hunt early. But no wonder it's in good condition here. You've got rabbits, you've got voles, you've got loads of bird species, ducks, all sorts. I mean, you sport for choice here. But that'll be great. But yeah, all in all though, guys, it's been a great day. I've been here for now, I think roughly about 6 hours. So yeah, another sort of 2-3 hours maybe to go, and then we'll head back. But until that light goes, I think the sunset tonight is just before 5, so we'll probably head up to about 4:30, 4:45, and then knock it on the head then. But yeah, so far, excellent. So guys, a bit of the last push here for the last sort of 45 minutes. Just come down to the copse where the long-eareds are laying up. 7 of them apparently, but there was up to 13 here apparently. Gosh, which is like a lot. So just heading down, just changed lens, put on the 300-2.8 on a full frame, so I've only got 300mm, but the light's pretty bad, so just trying to keep that ISO down and hopefully get some more bird and environment shots if possible. But yeah, anyway, going to get quiet, get amongst it, and hopefully we'll get lucky if they emerge. So guys, that pretty much concludes the video for today. It's been superb, you know, it really has. Seeing the red-tailed hawks, seeing the harrier as well, really close on a kill, carrying a kill, feeding on the kill. Got some shots of a harrier on the ground, which I've never achieved before, usually always in flight, so that's been superb. And in amongst the snow, got some lovely flight shots as well, with a kill underneath as well. It's been absolutely fantastic seeing northern cardinals, seeing the starlings, seen the short-eared owl as well, which has been absolutely awesome. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it, guys. Unfortunately, no great luck with the owls shots today, but you know, you can't win them all. Hopefully there'll be another time I'll come back here and we'll get lucky. But so thanks again, guys, for following along today. It's been great to show you around, and I hope you really enjoyed it. But for those who don't subscribe to the channel and they fancy giving the channel a go, please click that all important subscribe button, click that like button, and obviously feel free to share my videos on any social media. It's much appreciated. But from me here in the outskirts of a forest in Canada, I'll see you all next time.